So yeah, part 2 is here on how to make a race car. I was too demotivated by the response of the first video, but I know something about me, and that is I love race cars and I will end this series no matter the response. So thank you if you are watching this video, and please subscribe if you like cars, racing games or Lego. Anyways, let's get started.
You can't sleep when I do. Let's not sleep together. You can't sleep when I do. Let's not sleep together.
So if you haven't watched the part 1 of this series, here's the card. You can check that out. In that I have talked about 5 basic things on race cars, and this video will be a little more in depth about race cars. Now in a proper race cars, drivers can experience up to 2 to 4 Gs of force in braking and 40 to 50 Gs of force in a serious accident or crash. So to protect, I have already talked about the safety roll cage in my previous video, but you also need your seats to hold you in place if you are experiencing that much force. So racing seats holds your body in place so you don't jump around in your cockpit, and also 6-point harness seat belts also help you to stay in place so you don't move forward in a crash. I mean literal forward. And also, if you are cruising around your neighborhood, please wear a seatbelt because
it was better to be safe than sorry.
Now when you buy a supercar, it has way too much luxury like leather interior, door panels, whole Bluetooth system, radio system and just way too much stuff. And that extra stuff can make your car heavy. So strip that all out. Like look at this Audi R8 LMS. It doesn't even have its original steering wheel, and basically it has a lightweight racing steering wheel, a radio communication system, a fire extinguisher and some electrical system to check tire pressure, temperature and engine temperature. And if it is a luxury Grand Tourer converted into a touring race car, you know the drill. Back seats are stripped off, even the passenger seat is taken off because
That was weight reduction, bro.
Let's come to some aerodynamics of the car. As I said, grip and downforce are the most important things while cornering on a racetrack. Actually, I've already made a separate video on downforce, so check that out if you want to know more about downforce in detail. And so you can see immense modifications on race cars compared to their street legal counterparts, like wings, front canards, front and rear splitters, and for cutting through the air you can see some different parts on a race cars like this Porsche and this Spyker C8. And also these things makes the car much more interesting and cool. We have previously talked about tires and why they should be wide for grip. But that won't matter if you have a bad quality rim. Unlike street cars, race cars are always pushing their speed around a racetrack, which means you need a nice set of rims to handle that much RPMs constantly at that speed. Race cars or even Formula 1 cars use magnesium alloy rims so that it won't bend, break or even get stripped out of the wheel hub. And some hypercar manufacturers like Koenigsegg use carbon fiber rims for better power to weight ratio. By the way, love that company. As I said in my first point, a driver can experience up to 4 to 5 Gs of force while braking, which is a lot. And if you want top tier track performance, you need quick and efficient braking throughout the track, which has a lot of corners usually. So carbon ceramic disc brakes are the perfect brakes for all racing conditions because it can disperse heat better for efficient braking through one corner to another, and it does not wear out as frequently as normal disc brakes, which makes it the perfect type of brake for racing conditions. Although the fact that it's very expensive and so on, it can be found in some hypercars like Koenigsegg Gemera and Ferrari Enzo, which has 6-piston carbon ceramic disc brakes at all four wheels. They don't crack that much because it's Carbon Pro, which can be well optimized for one event or so. So that's it for this one. If you want part 3, wait, I'm going to make it anyways. So if you want to see more car content on this channel, please subscribe, and if you like the video, like it. Please share this if you have any car guy around you, and bye. That's all.